So show me family, or the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong, I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweetheart.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of these witnesses to celebrate one of life's greatest moments by acknowledging the wedding of Zach and Christy. You may be seated. Who brings this woman to be married to this man?
Kathy and I do. Zach, no return policy.
From the very first days of your lives, you have both set forth on a journey which has led you to this moment. And now we stand here today for the purpose of fulfilling your desire to unite in marriage. Here and now you will take your marriage vows, exchange wedding rings, and make a total commitment to each other. Marriage is a covenant made in the hearts of two people who deeply feel that their lives are and always will be shared as one. This decision to marry is the most important and sacred commitment in life. Today, when you, Christy and Zach, pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, you will create a bond which will bind you closer than any spoken or written word. By stating your vows, you're effectively pledging to each other your love, friendship, loyalty, fidelity, and trust. A promise that will take a lifetime to fulfill. Love is an intense and fulfilling emotion. It allows you to share intimacy and experience feelings of tenderness and warmth. Love takes you out of loneliness and lets you share your life with someone with whom you can express your innermost feelings and thoughts. It was love that brought you together for this moment to unite your destinies. Always remember how important your loving relationship is and cherish your love forever. The friendship that grows within your love is a harmony of understanding and support. You're a companion and confidant, consequently there for each other. Friendship in marriage is treating your life's partner with respect, as your equal. It is realizing that there is no one else that you would rather be with than the one to whom you're married. And knowing that even if you disagree, and I promise that you will, you will always be each other's closest and dearest friend. In regards to loyalty, you must always be loyal to the one you are marrying. Forsaking all others is an essential element in marriage vows. Fidelity is giving each other the exclusiveness of your physical and emotional intimacy. In your faithfulness, you honor your union and demonstrate love and respect for each other. And as such, you heighten the level of your mutual esteem. All of these ingredients, love, friendship, loyalty, and fidelity, are bound together with trust. Trust is the single most powerful and yet the most fragile quality in a relationship. It is the component that will cement your union and will hold you together throughout the years. It must be strongly defended, for it can be easily shattered if dishonored. Guard it, and your friend and life partner will all be at your side. These vows you're about to pledge affirm without reservation your mutual commitment to uphold within your marriage love, friendship, loyalty, fidelity, and trust. Before I ask you to repeat your vows to each other, I want to talk to your guests for just a moment. When we started putting this ceremony together, I gave the two of them a homework assignment, which is only appropriate since Zach's a teacher. I asked that they would each write and tell me why they love each other. And so, Zach, before I ask you to repeat your vows to your beloved, let me read to you what she said. She said, it's a saying that is used again and again, but manifests differently for everyone. I knew I loved him the moment we met. Why did I, though? Well, when we first met, I started explaining who I was, and at some point between the type of music I enjoy and the values that I uphold in my life, I realized something. My specific details of who Christy were completely immaterial to this wonderful human being. He already knew who I was. I was the person who loved him and who he loved in return. There was no need to understand the individual pieces that each of us was comprised of. I was Christy and he was Zach. And in that moment, we became us. All was as it should be. Today, the love we share is different from the love when we first met. It's different than the love we shared yesterday, and it's different from the love we will share tomorrow. I know this to be true because every day of our life together, our love grows into something different, yet more significant and pure. From Zachary, I have learned to be softer in times of frustration, how to trust in times of uncertainty, how to laugh in the face of contradiction, and how to cry when my every instincts tell me I shouldn't. As we start on this new journey together, I reflect on my perception of Zach as he transitions from my fiance to my husband. I look at him and feel respect for the objectiveness that he brings into the most emotional situations, appreciation toward his perspective, demeanor that brings balance to our relationship and my impassioned personality. He is a man who I had the pleasure of watching change and discover himself through life's changes. I'm humbled by him as he acknowledges his mistakes and keeps my best interests held closest to his heart. I believe we were brought together under only the most divine circumstances, and it is with that blessing that our companionship will continue to thrive for eternity. Jack, would you look into the eyes of the one you love and repeat these vows to her? Today, Christy, I join my life to yours.
Today, Christy, I join my life to yours.
Not merely as your husband,
Not merely as your husband,
but as your friend, your lover, and your confidant.
but as your friend, your lover,
Let me be the shoulder you lean on,
Let me be the shoulder that leans,
the rock on which you rest,
the rock on which you rest,
the companion of your life.
the companion of your life.
With you I will walk my path
With you I will walk
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
This commitment is made in love,
This commitment is made in love,
kept in faith,
kept in faith,
lived in hope,
lived in hope,
and made eternally new.
and made eternally.
Likewise, Christy, allow me now to read to you what Zach wrote. Zach wrote, "There are two goals that have been non-negotiable in my life. Those being, I wanted to be a basketball coach, and I wanted to find a woman to love, marry, and to start a life with that we can enjoy for eternity. Falling in love with Christy has facilitated these two non-negotiable goals. I know it's cliche to suggest that I instantly knew she was the one I wanted to marry after our first date when we were 19. But I could not have been more sure about anything else in my life. Thanks to my intuition, here we are today. Christy and I provide a balance to each other's personalities. This has proven essential in getting us through the hard times and making us stronger to take on the world both as individuals and as a couple. There is no one on earth that I would rather persevere through the struggles with in order to achieve the success that we have had and will continue to have in the future. My task as coach and as educator is to motivate people every day, no matter what their mood or troubles. One of the many reasons I fell in love with Christy and continue to love her more and more each day is that she has the greatest ability to inspire me as a motivator. She does this most of the time without even knowing it. This could be something as simple as just a smile, laughing at my jokes, or a kiss. Whether I've won a game by 35 points or lost by 35 points, I still get the same consistent reaction of love and compassion from her. This is what has been vital throughout our relationship and has helped to solidify our love for one another. We both understand the balance of when and how to support one another. The love that I have for Christy is unique, as my life experiences have shown. Our love is not something to take for granted. Individuals and intellects have been puzzled over the prospects of successful loving relationships, including one of America's founding fathers. The happy state of matrimony is undoubtedly the surest and most lasting foundation of comfort and love, the cause of all good order in the world, and what alone perseveres is from the utmost confusion, by Benjamin Franklin. As we have been working toward this day from some time now, looking back, I am thankful we have used the advantage of time to make new memories, grow closer, and build our future. But most of all, I'm thankful we have used the advantage of time to fall in love. Christy, would you now look into the eyes of the one you love and repeat these vows to him? Today, Zach, I join my life to yours,
Today, Zach, I join my life to yours,
not merely as your wife,
not merely as your wife,
but as your friend, your lover, and your confidant.
but as your friend, your lover, and your confidant.
Let me be the shoulder you lean on,
Let me be the shoulder you lean on,
the rock on which you rest,
the rock on which you rest,
the companion of your life.
the companion of your life.
With you I will walk my path
With you I will walk my path
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
This commitment is made in love,
This commitment is made in love,
kept in faith,
kept in faith,
lived in hope,
lived in hope,
and made eternally new.
and made eternally new.
May I have the rings? Zach and Christy, when you place these rings on each other's fingers, these rings will become an ever-present symbol of your mutual love and the vows that you have made to each other on your wedding day. Zach, would you take this ring and place it on the ring finger of Christy's left hand? And as you do, repeat after me. Christy, with this ring,
Christy, with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Likewise, Christy, would you take this ring, place it upon the ring finger of Zach's left hand, and as you do, repeat after me. Zach, with this ring,
Zach, with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Today, Zach and Christy have chosen to exchange heiress coins. I'm going to ask the young man who has those to come on up with them.
Take the coin.
Thank you, sir. The symbolism of the heiress coins is that Zach recognizes his responsibility as provider and pledges his ability to support and care for his bride. Acceptance by the bride, or by Christy, means taking the trust and confidence unconditionally with total dedication and prudence. The number 13 represents Christ and his 12 apostles. Zach and Christy, do you accept these responsibilities? Thank you, sir. As you, Zach and Christy, have pledged your vows, have consented to wed each other, and have consecrated this celebration by the giving and accepting of wedding rings, by the virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of our beautiful state of Florida, I now have the wonderful privilege to pronounce you husband and wife together. Zach, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as I present you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Zach Anspach.
I can't win, I can't reign, I will never win this game without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain, I will never be the same without you. When I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise up out of your chairs. Please put your hands together for our bridal party. Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, the parents of the bride, Jimmy and Kathy Busquets. Ladies and gentlemen, a great round of applause, please, for the father of the groom, Anspach. Ladies and gentlemen, a great round of applause, please, for our best man, Mr. Paul Ebony, and our maid of honor, Crystal Lizahan. share their very first dance together as husband and wife. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true.
Most of you know me already, but my name is Crystal, for those who don't. I'm one of Christy's unofficial sister-in-laws. That being said, I have known Christy for the past 10 years. I have watched her as a young teen grow to a beautiful woman. Okay. Beautiful woman. Breathe, breathe. I used to help her as a young girl do her makeup for her school dances, witnessed her falling in love with Zachary Anspach, the Rico Suave saxophone player who loves him some basketball. While being a part of these special moments in her life, I have watched Christy achieve many of her goals in overcoming obstacles. One of the things that I love so much about her is that she has always been true to herself. She is such an inspiration to me and my family. She is so special to us, and I am so grateful to have you a part of our lives. I can't thank you enough for your friendship. I love you to death. And I am so happy that you and I share such a great relationship with each other. Everybody may say this, but I am very blessed and so happy that Christy and I have had this friendship. And I truly see you as my sister and best friend. I love you. I am so happy that you have found your one and only Zachary. You two deserve each other in a lifetime of happiness together. I love you both so much. Congratulations. Good luck, class.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a toast from our best man, Paul.
Good evening, everyone. Any nervous here? For those of you who don't know me, and that's probably most of you, my name is TJ Amity, and I was lucky enough that Zach chose me to be his best man. So that was deserving today. On behalf of the newlyweds, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. I'd like to thank the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Busquets, and Mr. Anspach, for making this possible. I'd like to thank the Flower Girls for doing such a lovely job. The Rain Bearers, another fantastic job. And Christy for looking so gorgeous today. Come on, give it up for Christy. Did that get good? Specifically, I'd like to thank Zach and Christy for giving me 5 whole years to think about what I'm going to say tonight. So my 25-minute long speech begins. I've known Zach for quite a few years now. I actually met him when we first started at FSU together. We shared a bathroom. We were kind of suite mates in the dorms. And we were both getting a very real and fantastic degree of music. I'm not there anymore. And I always found myself in Zach's room copying his music theory homework because I couldn't do it. But I did learn a lot from Zach all throughout, as many people have said. For any of those who, well, you probably know Zach. Any chance he gets, he's trying to watch sports or reality TV, along with a 2-liter of Diet Coke, some kind of carbonated beverage. So instantly I learned a lot about the Orlando Magic, Big Brother, and Pawn Stars. At this point in the speech, I'm supposed to humiliate Zach with crazy stories of drunkenness. But unfortunately, when I was in school, while Zach was out getting drunk and crazy, I was in the library studying. And after graduation, when Zach was out getting drunk and crazy, I was working late. So I can't really help you guys out with any of their stories. Now, for those of you, the few of you who don't know me, or if you have conversed with me at all, you probably can gather that I enjoy my singlehood. But hanging out with Zach and Christy, no matter what the situation, I've always realized how much they care about each other, how much they enjoy each other's company, and how much they love each other. And that gives me faith that maybe one day I can find that person, that special person that can fulfill me as they fulfill each other. So on a side note, if there's any single ladies here tonight that would like to help me jumpstart that, you can find me by the bar after dinner. But on a serious note, I'd like everybody to raise a glass at this point. Zach and Christy, to many years of love and happiness. The best.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great big round of applause for our best man. Thank you very much, Paul.
They have asked me to do this in Spanish, so excuse me for the English-speaking guys in here, please. Bueno, Christy hace 24 años nació. Y desde que nació sabía que íbamos a tener problemas porque nos costó $1,500. Los hijos costaron $20 cada uno, que costó $1,500. Sabíamos ahí que iba a ser problemática la situación. Y hasta hoy día tuvimos razón. Christy nos dijo lo que iba a hacer desde el momento que tuvo uso de razón. Nos dijo cómo iba a ser su vida, cuándo se iba a graduar. No sabíamos quién se iba a casar, pero me lo presentó una noche a la medianoche y no lo pude conocer muy bien porque la puerta se cerró. Pero después de 24 meses nos conocimos muy bien y la historia termina felizmente. Para Zach y para Christy, you guys are good. ¿Ok? Esperamos que tengan la suerte que tuvimos nosotros de tener familia y amigos como Joey y Joey tema que se me olvide el nombre, perdón. Pero nosotros tuvimos la suerte de tener ese grupo y espero que tú tengas, Zach, la misma suerte. Te deseamos feliz matrimonio los próximos 39 años. And now, the English version.
You gotta stand. All right, mine cannot be that crazy. Yeah, with the Italian names, that's right. Mine's a little bit more formal. Bless this marriage, Chrissy and Zach, as you guys go forward and continue in your journey through the road of life. I hope that you always respect each other and your thoughts, your likes, your dislikes, your beliefs, your opinions, and you always remember that no matter what, you guys have each other to hold on to, and even when things don't always go well, that you continue to have each other always, and that you keep this fire that you have going in your passion, your love for each other always. Don't ever forget that. And that I hope that everyone involved and everyone here today can remember this day and always keep you in their hearts, so you always have a great life together.
Thank you very much.
Just got a few things to say here. For fun time seeing Christy grow up and kind of being, you know, the father figure in her life, and to see her reach this point now with Zach, you know, makes me very, very proud, and I'm glad to see her happy and have the time now. And obviously we got more time. I've got more time with Zach, seeing that I've been in, you know, Virginia. I think it's a good match, and I'm glad again to see how happy they are. And you know, it's a good thing. You know, if she could have waited one more day, we could have shared the same birthday. But I guess that's the impatient part of her. But anyways, it was a good journey, and I was glad to be part of it, and you know, always will be. And that was kind of what our walk down the aisle was symbolizing. But I won't take all the time out of it.
Thank you. That was Jimmy Christie's oldest brother. I'm Ricky, the middle brother. For those of you who don't know me. First, I wanted to congratulate. I'll be the first one to congratulate Zach on becoming Mr. Zach Busquets. It just sounds so nice. I'd also like to say that 5 years ago, obviously didn't know what would become of their relationship, and I'm happy to see that he is the man who he's become. He's definitely won me over many times over, and I'd like to say thank you for being the man that my sister deserves, and you have found such a fantastic man. My father won't admit it. He was wrong. So, without further ado, I'll pass it on to Robbie, the youngest.
Thank you, Ricky. I'm not quite sure I'm going to follow that, but that was honesty and the truth, all of it. First off, I want to say I'm Robbie. I'm the youngest brother, probably the most protective brother of my sister here. Don't get the size fooled, because I got these two guys right here. First and foremost, it's a good thing Zach is taking the coaching part of basketball, because if he would have had to play all three of us, unfortunately this day just wouldn't have happened. So I think he's on his way in the coaching aspect. Good job, Zach. considering everything, being close to Christy, seeing everything over the past 5 years, it's been interesting, you know? Everything they said they've done, they've done it, and they're just kept moving forward, whether it's Christy or Zach. Zach's definitely a man of his word, which is awesome, you know, and you guys are keep moving on to better things. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I want everybody to have a good time tonight. Christy, I love you. Zach, part of the family, and thanks everybody for coming out. Love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. And now at this time, if I could please, I would like to ask the father of the bride, if you would please, sir, escort your lovely daughter out to the dance floor.
I thought we were doing a chicken dance.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die. And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I have your toast for just a moment, please.
They don't wanna get burned, and today is our turn. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. Our bonfire hearts. You light the spark. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire hearts. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire.